Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell.
Diamond?
Yeah? What's the matter?
You got to do something for me.
Hey, you're hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, now take it easy. Sit down.
Oh,
sit
no,
down.
you got to listen to me.
You're bleeding all over the place. I'll call the doctor.
No, please wait.
But look,
I've been knifed. I've been knifed bad. I don't think I've got much time. Here, take this. They're right behind me.
I'm going to call the doctor.
No, listen. Key West. Get envelope to the... Oh.
Hey, you. Oh, no. The man, whoever he was, had toppled over on his face and was very dead. He handed me a plain white envelope, sealed with no address on it. I went over to my desk to put in the called homicide when I heard someone moving around in the hall. I turned and saw the shadow of a man silhouetted against the glass section of my office door. I grabbed a pen and hurriedly scribbled the address of Lieutenant Walter Levinson, 5th Precinct Homicide, on the envelope, stuck a stamp on it, then headed for the hallway. I was about to open the door when the shadow was joined by another one. They opened it for me. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Wait a minute, we want to ask you...
Later. I got mail a letter.
Hey, stop him! Don't let him yell at me!
They were both big men and could run. I beat them to the mail chute by a split second and dropped the envelope. They made a dive for it, and when they missed, they forgot it and started concentrating on me.
Diamond? It's Diamond. Diamond, please try and sit up. What happened to you?
Oh, where are your wings, honey?
You look as though someone had beaten you up.
No, don't be silly. It's the latest thing. Hey, I'm back in my office.
I found you lying here. You want me to call a doctor?
No, call homicide.
Is someone dead?
Certainly. That guy right over...
What guy?
Oh, dandy. Well, honey, there was a guy. In fact, he was lying just about where I'm lying, and he was dead. Look, you can see the blood.
I thought that was your blood.
Now, rather than try and convince you, maybe you'd like to tell me why you came up to see me.
Well, my name's Nancy Lang. I want to hire you.
To do what?
I'm giving a big party tonight, some very wealthy guests. I just want someone around to keep an eye on things.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I've got a bit of a problem with a missing body.
Oh, that's too bad. I was prepared to pay you $500 for the evening.
$500? Well, so a body gets lost. Who wants to hunt a corpse when he can attend a perfectly good party? Well, good afternoon, Sergeant Otis.
Oh, how are you, Diamond?
Still breathing. Why don't you try it sometime?
Oh, go jump in the lake.
Only if you'll lend me one of your shoes to paddle around in.
No.
Hello, Walt.
Hi, Rick. Oh, no. What happened to you?
Well, two charming gorillas used me for a fast game of squash.
Who were they?
Never saw them before. But I got a hunch they killed the guy. Let's have a look at your mug file. I gave Walt the story and told him about the mysterious envelope he would be getting in the mail. But after 2 hours of checking the rogues gallery, we came up with nothing. So I went home, shaved and changed, and went out to my client's house, where she met me in a well-appointed library. Her appointments were,
Mr. Diamond, right on time. You look much better.
Well, I tried to wear something that wouldn't clash with my bruises.
I'd like you to meet Senor Gallardo.
Gallardo?
An old friend, a very wealthy politician from South America. This is Mr. Diamond, Mr. Gallardo.
How do you do, sir?
How are you, Mr. Gallardo?
Mr. Diamond is a private detective. He's here to guard the wealth.
How very interesting.
Kind of an official watchdog, Mr. Gallardo.
Well, there will certainly be enough to guard. Miss Lang's guest list is made up of some very wealthy and prominent personalities. In fact, I am very flattered to be among them.
I've seen you before.
Very possibly. Have you ever been to South America?
A couple of times, but that's not it.
My home is in Bogota.
No. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll think of it.
If you'll excuse us, Mr. Gallardo, I want to show Mr. Diamond around the house and grounds.
Certainly. A pleasure meeting you, Mr. Diamond.
The house was my father's. He died several years ago. He used to love this garden.
It's beautiful.
Smell the jasmine?
Yes.
What made you become a private detective?
Oh, I don't know. I make a pretty good living. My own boss. I was a cop for a long time. I like the work. That's quite a fountain. Trying to give Rockefeller Center competition?
It looks beautiful with the lights on. There.
Yes, it certainly does.
You're not the type to be a private detective.
Oh, I'm definitely the type. Sure, like everything else, it gets dull sometimes, but when things start popping, it can get pretty interesting.
Like this afternoon? Getting beaten up? The man you said was killed in your office?
He wasn't killed there. He just died there. Besides, how many guys can wake up lying on their office floor and have a beautiful girl offer them $500 to come to a party?
I see what you mean.
Don't you think you'd better get back? Your guests are probably all right.
Yes, I'll switch off the fountain lights.
Don't you leave them on?
My father used to sit and watch it for hours. I don't like to show it to everyone.
Kind of like a part of the garden died.
You certainly are a strange man.
Never noticed myself.
Well, I have. I like you.
Where did you meet Mr. Guiardo?
In South America. He was a good friend of my father's.
Wealthy politician.
That's right. Mr. Diamond.
It's Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we'd better go back to the party. I'm a fairly normal guy. Nancy was a very exciting girl. And the kiss in the garden was as nice as anybody could ask for. But there's one thing I do pride myself in, and that's a certain lack of stupidity. There was something wrong, nothing I could put my finger on, but I sensed it. Like being lost in a dark room with a loose high-tension wire. I circulated around, and nothing out of the ordinary happened. By 3 o'clock, the party broke up, and Senor Guiardo and Nancy were the only ones left.
A most enjoyable party, Miss Lang.
Oh, thank you. It was nice of you to come, Senor Gallardo.
Well, I must say good night. Have you remembered where you have seen me before, Mr. Diamond?
Well, not yet, Mr. Guiardo.
Oh, it's too bad. Thank you again for a charming evening, Miss Lang. Good night, Mr. Diamond.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, I'm exhausted.
A little beat myself.
You want some coffee?
Love it. We had some coffee, and Nancy drove me home. I kissed her goodnight and left with a promise to call. As I reached my floor, I could hear my phone ringing. I opened the door and stumbled into the biggest mess I'd seen in a long time. My room was a wreck. Someone had torn it to pieces. Yeah?
Diamond,
It's 3:45 in the morning. What do you want, Fatty?
we fished a body out of the river about an hour ago. Died from a knife wound in the back.
Did he fit the description of the guy who died in my office?
This one didn't fit any description. Someone was very careful to fix his face so we couldn't identify him.
Check his fingerprints?
You're playing around with some pretty gory individuals. They amputated his fingers.
Oh. Somebody's given my room a good going over. Really took it apart. It's an odds-on bet they were after that envelope. Now, when you get it tomorrow morning, give me a call. It might tell us everything we want to know.
Okay.
Walt, you ever heard of a man named Guiardo? South American, supposed to be mixed up in politics?
No, why?
Nothing. I met him at the party tonight.
What's the racket? You met this guy at a party and what? Rick, what's the matter? Rick!
Who is this?
This is Lieutenant Levinson. Who is this?
Mr. Diamond is unconscious.
What?
And if you ever want to see him alive again, listen carefully.
Okay, go ahead.
From Mr. Diamond's conversation, I understand you are to receive the envelope. When you do, go directly to the Staten Island ferry. Ride on it, all day if necessary. A man will meet you and pick up the envelope. Be alone. Do not notify the police, or Mr. Diamond will surely die.
Someone had sapped me and sapped me good. I had a dull, throbbing headache, and when I began to find my way back to consciousness, I felt my coat pulled off and my right shirt sleeve rolled up. There was a sharp pain in my upper arm, and several seconds later, my headache disappeared in a surge of heat that spread out over my back and shoulders. I tried to fight it, but it was like being on a sinking ship, trying to crawl back up the slanting deck. The ship dragged me down, and I swallowed up in the black water. The next thing I remembered was a blinding circle of light overhead, like the sun if you were looking at it through a sheet of wrinkled cellophane. I shut my eyes and I could hear voices, far off, hollow, not making much sense. The light hurt my eyes, but I couldn't seem to shut it out. So I tried to relax and wait, give the drug time to wear off. After what seemed like hours, the voices began to make sense. The light was easier to look at. It was just a plain ceiling lamp.
Hey, you want a sandwich?
As the feeling in my fingers began to return, I realized I was lying on a bed.
There's a restaurant on the corner. I won't be more than 10 minutes.
The other man had promised to be back in 10 minutes, so I had to do something in a hurry. I kept tightening my muscles, trying to get the circulation back. I had to make a try. I wasn't sure of my strength, but I had to try. I rolled off the bed.
Hey, coming out of it, huh? Trying to break your neck?
He leaned down to pick me up, and I hit him just below the Adam's apple with the side of my open hand. The man choked and turned blue. He grabbed for his shoulder holster, and I kicked out with both feet. He doubled over and fell on his face. The effort had put him out of commission, but I was exhausted. I grabbed his gun, staggered for the door. But getting out of that room was like wading through an acre of glue. I made the hall somehow and started down the steps. I met the other man coming up. His arms were filled with beer and sandwiches. I shot him right through his dinner.
Feel better?
Yeah, Walt. A little more coffee, huh?
You really had a rough time. They pumped you full of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I was out nearly 14 hours, huh?
Yeah, you lost a whole day. How you managed to get down here, I don't know.
I guess I'll never know.
Drink your coffee.
Yeah. And, you gave them the envelope, huh?
Yeah, about an hour before you staggered into the station. I rode that ferry all day. 5 o'clock, a man came up to me, and I gave him the envelope. Oh, I was smart. I had 3 men on the ferry and 3 men at each landing to tail him. He was a little smarter. He took the envelope, stuck it in a waterproof case, and jumped overboard. Fast speedboat picked him up.
No identification on the guy I shot?
No record, nothing on him by the time we got there. What did the other guy look like?
I was so punchy I couldn't tell much. He'll have a sore throat for a long time.
But they were the ones who beat you up yesterday at your office.
They were.
When you feel like it, I want you to take a look at that guy we dragged out of the river. See if you recognize his clothes or anything. He just might be the one who died in your office.
All right. Now, what was in that envelope?
Well, I had a photostat made before I took it to the ferry. Looks like part of a map. Here.
So this is what's caused all the trouble. Boy, it must be worth a lot.
Can you make anything out of it?
Water, section of land, and here's a longitude reading, but, no latitude reading.
Probably on the other half.
I wouldn't doubt it. Well, I've got a hunch about this. I want you to send Otis over to pick up Nancy Lang, then take me over to the newspaper office and help me look at the files for something on a man named Gallardo.
You know what you're looking for?
Yeah, this guy Gallardo, Senor Gallardo. I know I've read about him or seen his picture. Hey, Walt.
You find something?
Yeah, here he is. But his real name isn't Gallardo, it's Ortiz. Yeah, look at those headlines.
Julio Ortiz assassinated. Rebel leader killed after plot to take over government failed.
Yeah, listen to this. Ortiz was expecting a large amount of American dollars to finance his army. Although the rumor is not confirmed, it was reported that Ortiz shipped $1 million in gold bullion to someone in the United States. The plane was supposed to have crashed, and it is interesting to note that the recent plane crash in which 2 American pilots escaped, John Bishop and Bernard Combs, were found floating off Key West. Key West? Holy smoke, that's what the guy in my office tried to tell me. He said Key West before he died. Huh. Walt, don't you see? Ortiz is still alive. Maybe those 2 pilots double-crossed him. He hid the gold. That's what that map is all about. I'll lay 8 to 5 that man you've got down in the morgue is one of those pilots. John Bishop or Bernard Combs.
I'll have the FBI send us the files on both those guys. If one of them is John Bishop or Bernard Combs, we won't need fingerprints nor a face. We'll check their dental records, birthmarks.
Let's get back and see if Otis has got the lovely Nancy Lang.
That's right, Lieutenant. She ain't in town. She's gone on a vacation, her butler said.
Did he say where?
No, he said he didn't know. He said this Miss Lang left town about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
And I'll bet she's with Ortiz. Walt, when you talk to the FBI about those 2 pilots, have them check Nancy Lang, too. I'm going to Key West. Send any information to the chief of police there.
Well, I'm glad to know you, Diamond. We just got a teletype from a lieutenant identifying the body. It was Bernard Combs, one of the pilots.
Well, here's the half of the map. Tell me, does that look like any section of coastline around here?
Well, now, that's hard to say. I'll have it checked.
You ever heard of a man named John Bishop? He's the other pilot.
Oh, sure. When them 2 boys was found floating around, they brought them into Key West.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the hospital here a couple of days. Bishop still lives in Key West.
Well, I hope so. He may have died here very recently.
And you think this here Ortiz is in Key West, too?
I'll bet on it. He wants the other half of that map and may have it by now. He's got to go after that gold. He'll need a boat and some diving equipment.
Well, what makes you think the gold's in the water? This map's got a shoreline, too.
Well, those 2 pilots couldn't carry $1 million in gold bullion. It either went down with the plane or they dumped it and then bailed out and let the plane crash.
Well, I'll get Bishop's address. We'll go over and have a talk with him. He's on the next floor.
Well, I hope you're right.
Well, that's where he's been living. Right down here. Bishop? Hey, Bishop. Door's locked.
You got a pass key?
Yeah. Bishop, you... Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Is that Bishop?
Yeah, that's him. Boy, he sure is dead.
Well, that accounted for the 2 pilots. So now all we had to do was find Julio Ortiz. It figured he now had both sections of the map, and his next move would be to hire a boat and diving equipment. There weren't many places in Key West where a man could rent a boat and diving equipment. So the chief rounded up his men, and we all started checking. It didn't take long.
No, Captain. Party hiding my ship ain't come back yet. We ain't due to sail for now.
What did the party look like?
Pretty girl. Can't figure what she wants to go diving for, but I just ran them to keep my mouth shut.
Probably Nancy Lang. Ortiz is staying undercover until the last minute.
Well, I'll spread my boys around. We'll keep out of sight. And when they show up, Skipper, you don't say nothing about us.
Sure. I just ran them and keep my mouth shut.
About ready for that boat to sail.
They'll wait till the last minute.
Just imagine $1 million in gold, just like a pirate story.
Not enough killings mixed up with it to be one. Hey, hold it.
That them?
Yeah, that's Nancy Lang. But Ortiz isn't with her.
Who are them 2 fellas?
I've never seen them before. Some of Ortiz's men. They're probably checking to see if everything's clear before Ortiz comes aboard. We got as close to the schooner as we could and waited. The 2 men walked over and checked the diving equipment while Nancy Lang went below. We kept waiting, and still Julio Ortiz didn't show.
Hey, they started engine.
I don't see Ortiz anywhere.
They're casting off.
We better take them.
Yep. gonna have to jump.
Look out for that one. He's got a gun.
I got him jumped.
The other guy's running forward.
Stop, you!
He's going over.
Well, my man will pick him, huh?
Yeah, I'm going below. Hello, Nancy.
How did you find him?
Where's Ortiz?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Is this the girl?
Nancy Lang, meet Key West Chief of Police.
How do you do?
Where's Ortiz?
She says she doesn't know who he is.
Okay, young lady, I'm gonna hold you for the New York authority.
Hold me for what?
Murder. John Bishop and Bernard Combs, and we can make it stick.
It might go easier on you if you tell us where Ortiz is at.
Still don't know any Ortiz.
Gallardo, the man I met at your party.
That's ridiculous.
Now, look, we know all about the gold. You don't have a chance of raising it, and eventually we'll get Ortiz.
Yeah, we're back at the dock.
If you don't help us, Nancy, it's pretty sure you'll get life for complicity.
And if I do help,
I can't promise a thing, but it will make a difference with the court.
Julio's waiting 10 miles down the coast. We were to pick him up, then go out and raise the gold.
He has the map?
Yes.
I'll tell the skipper to shove off again. We'll sail that 10 miles and grab Ortiz.
What's your connection with Ortiz, Nancy?
He's my husband.
A dozen police officers came aboard and hid below decks. The skipper put out to sea and sailed parallel to the coast. Nancy told me all about her husband and his history as a rebel leader in South America.
I was stranded in South America with a show that folded. I married Ortiz. After the gold was lost, he faked assassination and came to the United States. We located the two pilots. My husband was suspicious, so I played up to the one who came to your office. I got him drunk one night, and he told me about the gold and his half of the map.
We've gone to 10 miles.
I'm glad it's over with.
See a man standing on the beach.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes?
I was supposed to lure you into that garden.
Figured.
What I said at the fountain. I really... Oh, forget it.
Yeah. No sense in making it any tougher. We pulled into a cove and got as close to shore as possible. Then we swung a dinghy over the side. The chief and I climbed in behind Nancy. We kept our hats down over our faces and hoped Ortiz wouldn't notice until it was too late. We both rowed and kept our backs to him. Nancy sat in the stern facing us.
Rick,
Now, we headed right. I don't want to turn around.
you're headed all right. Rick, my husband has always been good to me.
I'm glad he was good to somebody. He sure made a mess out of a couple of guys I can think of.
But he was good to me.
Hey, we're nearly there.
Hello, darling.
Hello. Julio,
Yes?
the police are with me.
Why, you stupid little... He's running for it. Stay with the girl.
Let him go. My men will pick him up.
I got a score to settle. Ortiz, stop! Okay. Well, that makes the assassination permanent.
Richard Diamond, Private Detective, stars Dick Powell in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music composed and conducted by Frank Worth. This is Bill Foreman speaking. Richard Diamond, Private Detective is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Here's Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective.
Dra-da-da-da-da-da. Dra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, hi, baby.
Why, what in the world are you so happy about? Why aren't you at the office?
Now, don't confuse me, dear. One question at a time. Come on in the study, and I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, now stop being so mysterious. You never come over here at this time of the day.
Read some of these.
What are they?
Letters. Read them.
All of them? Well, there must be at least half 100.
Well, close. 53, and those are only about 1/10 of the pile that's in my office.
Oh, Rick, are these...
Yeah, the lovely, dear, sweet tenants in that gorgeous building right next to this one.
They like your singing.
Read a couple. Me, 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 ho, 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 dee, 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 dee.
Dear Mr. Diamond.
La, 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 la.
Rick.
Go on.
Well, stop sounding like a whole quartet.
All right.
Dear Mr. Diamond, I live in the building across the way from Miss Asher's apartment.
Right over there.
At least once a week, I sit in my living room and listen to the sounds of your melodious voice.
Damini potulape.
Last week, however, I waited for 7 straight days, but without result. You did not sing.
Me.
Please, Mr. Diamond, for the sake of my family, continue to sing at least once a week. I'm beginning to nag my husband, and yesterday I took the rubber bone away from my French poodle.
Everybody shall be exalted.
You see, it's getting to be a real problem with me, and if you want to save me the $25 a day, I would have to pay my psychiatrist. Sing.
La-ho!
Yours expectantly, Mrs. Louise Cartwright. Rick, are they all like this?
Well, certainly not. Some of them are really desperate. Now, here's the one I saved out. Read this one if you really want to get a charge. Me.
My dearest Mr. Diamond.
Go on.
I have been listening to your beautiful singing.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Oh, what you just read.
I've been listening.
No, the last part.
Your beautiful singing?
Yes, I'm in a enchanted evening.
Oh, you show off.
Go on, finish it now, finish it.
Well, she's been listening to your beautiful singing.
Oh, yes.
And many times I've seen you going into Miss Asher's apartment, and I think you are as beautiful as your voice.
Oh.
Well?
Now, you said that. Turn off the steam and read the last part.
I wouldn't miss it. Last week, I waited and waited, but you didn't sing.
Everybody shall be exalted.
I know you were in Miss Asher's apartment, and you certainly had the chance. If Miss Asher is the one that won't let you sing, come over to my apartment. I have a piano, and I just love it. 977 Park, apartment 303. Signed, your most ardent fan, Ellen.
Mademoiselle from Armitage Pile.
Rick, what are you doing?
Open your window. Don't you think it's a little stuffy in here?
The air conditioning's on. Rick, now stay away from that piano.
No, I knew it. Ellen's right. You really don't want me to sing.
At 11 o'clock in the morning? No. I want you to sing tonight when it's more romantic.
Oh, shame on you.
Me?
Yes, you. You want to deprive those poor, discouraged people of a little honest, simple pleasure? You want that woman to take her dog's bone away again?
You idiot.
Oh, no telling what'll happen. Those people might not leave their apartments for days. It'll get to be like a prison camp. Think of it. No food. They won't leave the building even to go out and get an orange or a lime or something. And you know what?
What?
Scurvy.
Oh.
They'll be dying like flies.
Well, go on. What's the matter?
Dying like flies. I wonder who thought up that bright little simile. I've got a big green fly in my office that's so tough he carries a man-swatter.
Oh!
Well, you think it's funny, do you? Think what'll happen if those poor people stay in that building, withering up with scurvy, you fiend.
I know it.
Yes.
It's just that, well, I don't want to share your tonsils with anyone. I'm selfish.
Me. You're more than that. You're antisocial.
All right.
You mean?
Yes. Sing.
Stout fellow. 101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun.
Rick,
Yes?
did you hear something?
Oh, I think so.
Try it again.
All right. 101 pounds of fun. That's...
Rick,
yes.
I heard it.
That's that grouch.
Rick,
Yes.
there's an enemy in the camp.
Well, what do we do? We can't just let those people die over there.
Sink him.
You mean?
Yes, sing. It's your duty.
You're right. It's no longer a matter of personal pride. I must defeat the grouch at all cost. For those 1,000 starving tenants.
1,000.
Big rooms. Stand back.
Good luck.
Thank you. You are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine.
He's
you are my
weakening.
sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, sunshine.
He's
sunshine.
nearly down.
You are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my sunshine, you are my
There he
sunshine,
goes.
you are my sun.
Rick,
Victory?
decidedly.
Bull Run was never like this.
All right. Now sing Honey Bun and save those poor people.
101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun. Honey bun. Bun.
Rick!
Good grief. Bun.
Rick, what happened?
I don't know. I can talk all right, but the minute I go up, something happens.
I hope you didn't hurt it.
La 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 la.
Rick!
Oh, now isn't that ridiculous?
I can't help laughing, but it isn't really funny. Come on, let's go get you some warm milk or something.
Mimi, Lord, I'm off. Oh.
Now stop that. Give it a rest.
Oh, if that grouch only knew, I may never bother him again.
Well, he's the only one that doesn't like it.
Poor guy.
Poor guy, now, that's a silly thing to say.
Well, honey, he doesn't like it. Let's face it. He'll probably get so desperate he'll have to move.
Okay, let him.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
I'll bet he's planning something fiendish.
You think he's going to start shooting burning arrows?
I wouldn't put it past him. Now, let's take care of that throat.
Well, sometimes silly things like that happen. I come on like a big baritone and lose my voice. Helen has to feed me hot lemon juice and honey for about 3 hours, and the grouch across the way in the next apartment starts thinking up the 10 best ways to eliminate Diamond. Think I'm kidding? Well, let me tell you. I didn't know it then, but that fast course of You Are My Sunshine with my own lyrics started more trouble than a hopped-up mouse in a herd of elephants. While Helen fed me the tonsil cure, old Grouchhead was dreaming up a cure of his own.
What am I going to do? I work in the daytime, try to sleep at night. He sings at night. I switch to the night shift. He sings in the daytime. Oh, I'll fix him. I'll fix that Diamond. Yeah, phone book. Detectives. Private detail. Look at that. Richard Diamond, private detective. Full page ad. Wouldn't you know it? Yeah, look at that slogan. Whoever you are, whatever you do, if you're too dead to walk, we'll come to you. Ugh. Must be other detectives in here. Oh, here's one. Pat Kosak. You are my sunshine, eh? Oh, Diamond, I'll fix you. I'll fix you good.
Yeah.
Is this Pat Kosak?
Yeah, for employment.
Haven't I heard of you before?
I doubt it. Probably that shamus in Frisco. He's always stealing my stuff.
Well, my name is Ernest Lumpkin.
Happy Halloween, Mr. Pumpkin.
No. Lumpkin.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Well, I've got a problem. It concerns another person in your line of work.
You mean another shamus?
Yes, he sings.
You mean Diamond?
Oh, is he a friend of yours?
A competitor isn't a friend. Diamond gets more clients than anyone in the business, so he isn't even a competitor. He's a capitalist. He can advertise. People go to him instead of me. I hate him.
Oh, Mr. Koslak, you're not alone.
The name's Kosak, Mr. Dumpkin.
Lumpkin.
Lumpkin Dumpkin. You want to hire me?
But you don't even know what I want you to do.
Can you pay me $50 a day?
If you can do the job in one day.
For $50, I'll steal a Chrysler building and bring it over to you on a motor scooter. What's your address?
977 Park Avenue. And hurry.
How does your throat feel now?
Oh, scalded. I'll be eating Zymol troches for a week.
Oh, now, it wasn't that hot.
Wasn't it? Honey, that lime water was so hot Alibaba could have boiled his 40 thieves in it.
Your speaking voice is all right.
I think I've swallowed a bear rug.
Where are you going?
Well, I can't sing, and I'm going to see you tonight anyway, so I think I'll drop down to the 5th Precinct and drive Sergeant Otis out of his mind.
Oh, Rick, that poor man. He called up last week when Lieutenant Levinson was looking for you, and he sounded like he was dying, and you were responsible.
Honey, when Otis dies, everybody will be running around in spaceships. He got through the Stone Age all right, didn't he? Bye. I left Helen, headed for the 5th Precinct Police Station. It was one of those good afternoons. The sun was leaning on 3 o'clock, and now and then a cool breeze would sail through my sinus and pump my lungs full of that easy, good-to-be-walking-around feeling. I had just about everything. Good job, good girl, and a 4-0 report from my insurance company. When I reached the station, I hopped up the steps and bounced into the squad room. Sergeant Otis was sitting over in the corner, making out the weekly report for the commissioner. Hello, Otis.
Oh. What do you want, Shamus?
Well, really nothing. I just came by to see if I could borrow one of your shoes. I'm going sailing.
Oh, that's very funny. You know, someday, Gumshoe, you're going to run out of gags. Then what are you going to do?
Well, I could set you on fire. That's sure to be a good chuckle.
Oh, yeah?
Lieutenant in?
Yeah.
Otis, you want to know how to catch a crook?
How, wise guy?
Eat a lot of spaghetti.
Oh? How can I catch a crook that way?
Just open that big mouth and say, oh, yeah. You'll lasso him. Hello, Lieutenant Levinson.
Lieutenant Levinson? Well, how do you do, Mr. Diamond? Now, what's with the formal routine?
Oh, I can't help it. Every time I leave Otis, I feel like I've just stepped out of a gorilla cage.
Oh, why don't you leave that poor guy alone, Rick?
Oh, he's used to it. If I started treating him like a human being, he'd get so confused he'd probably cut off his tail. Think what would happen, Walt, when he wanted to go to sleep at night. No more hanging upside down.
Oh, brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I just thought I'd stop by and chew the fat.
Well, go ahead.
I already did. Chewed a whole pound right off Otis. Walt, are you sure he's a mammal?
Now, you listen to me. Otis is a nice fella for a hammerhead. He can't help it, so stop tearing him down and tell me what you really want.
Walt, I'm surprised at you. I just wanted to stop by and say hello.
Hello. Where's the body?
Now, look, there's no body, just a nice chat, that's all.
Okay, but I warn you, I won't stand for any routines. And if you're mixed up in something and I have to find out the hard way, so help me, I'll put you away so far they'll have to pipe air into you.
Walt, you do.
Do what?
Love me.
Oh.
Would you like to wear my Sig Alf pin?
Rick, for Pete's sake, what's the matter with you? You've been growing poppies in your office? Wait a minute. Yeah, what is it, Otis?
Miss Asher on the phone for Diamond.
Okay. Phone for you, Rick. Helen.
Oh, thanks. 5th Precinct. Remember our motto. A corpse in the morgue is worth 2 in your basement.
Oh, no.
It's true, Walt. It's true.
Oh, I bet Walt just jumped out of the window.
No, honey, there's a caste system around here. When Walt feels like jumping out of a window, he throws Otis out first to see if it hurts.
Ouch.
How are you, baby?
Hi. Rick, Mr. Jones called and said it was very important that he see you at once. Said it was a matter of life and death.
Jones? First name John?
Well, he didn't say. Just gave me an address and asked you to come over immediately. 137 River Street.
He called me at your apartment?
Uh-huh. Hey, I never thought of that. How'd he get the number?
No telling. Well, I'll go on over. Maybe he'll turn out to be a good client. Talk to you later, baby.
How's your throat?
Oh, la done, I'm all.
Goodbye, Rick.
Hey, you really sound terrible.
I'll see you later, Walt.
Huh? Oh, thanks for the brilliant conversation, Sporty.
Walt, just because I didn't have a corpse hidden out someplace, you get mad. All right, see if I care.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No, I understand. Well, you can just get someone else to play jacks with. I'll send you Sam Spade.
Now, Rick. Oh. Otis.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Why haven't you got that report in here?
I've been eating spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, and that Diamond's a liar. I can't lasso nothing. Maybe you have to be a cowboy.
Thanks, Gabby. Keep the change. "137 River Street," the address Helen had given me over the phone, was an old deserted warehouse. Now, I want to stop right here and say I admit it was pretty stupid to wander into an empty warehouse like that. But I figured that this Jones guy must be in some kind of trouble to leave a message like that with Helen. The place was as empty as a fairground in the winter. I put my hand on my .38 and kept moving toward the back of the building. Then I saw a door. A sign on it said, John Jones, enter. And wouldn't you know it, I did.
Hey, what's going on? Where am I? Let me out of here!
Come on, Mr. Lumpkin, let's get out of here.
Let me out of here!
But I don't understand. He's liable to stay in there forever. I don't want him to stop singing like that.
Somebody will come along, I promise you that. I just want him to stay in there for a half an hour, that's all.
And now, wait a minute. I want to know just what this is all about.
You want him to lose his voice, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
Well, when he went through that door, he started losing it.
How? Well, what's behind that door?
An ice box. Come on, Mr. Grumpkin.
Well, that's exactly where I was, in an ice box. Not a very big one, but a very cold one. The kind a company might have to store fresh meat and drinks. I tried breaking down the door, but it was a foot thick. I struck a match and looked around. Lots of ice, no way out. So I turned up my collar and sat down to wait. I don't know how long I sat there, but I guessed it to be about 20 minutes. I could tell because my feet had frozen up about 20 minutes worth. Then I heard that lovely sound.
Rick, you in there?
Yeah. Hand me an ice pick. I want to get my feet uncrossed.
How in the devil did this happen?
Well, I think one of the frozen food companies got a new idea.
What's the matter, Diamond? Forget your sleigh.
Shut up, Otis. You think you can walk, Rick?
Yeah, sure, but I might squeak a little. Ooh, got a Bunsen burner handy?
Otis.
Okay.
How did you find me?
We got a call.
From a guy named Jones?
Yeah. Said he was in danger and that you were coming down to meet him at the warehouse. Said he saw two guys lock you in this icebox.
Oh, dandy. Did he say where he was?
Yeah. Here's the address.
Thanks.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Well, I feel better now. I'm going over to find Jones.
Well, you might get in trouble.
Well, if I can find the two guys who locked me up, you can bet on it.
Well, I'm going to send Otis along with you.
Otis? I thought you wanted me to keep out of trouble.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I can keep you out of trouble, Diamond.
Oh, Otis, you couldn't find an elephant in an elevator. But come on and bring your head with you.
This is the address where that Jones guy said he'd meet you.
I'm Mandelbaum, Swedish massage. This guy really picks out some great places to hide out. Come on, Otis. Feet first, or the rest of you'll never get out of the car.
Oh. Hey, Diamond. You think while you're talking with this guy Jones, I might get me a rub down?
Otis, to rub that stomach of yours, it would take a gallon of baby oil and an octopus to get anywhere.
Hey, it smells kind of good, don't it? Like a pine tree, maybe.
Otis, how would you remember? The last time you smelled a pine tree was when you used to run with a pack.
Now listen here, Diamond. You gotta lay off. I don't go around...
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Holy cow. Get the biceps.
Oh, I'm looking for a guy named Jones.
Oh, yeah? Who wants him?
The name's Diamond.
Oh. Well, Mr. Jones is expecting you. I think he's back in the steam.
Which way is it?
Straight back. I'd show you, but I gotta give a guy a rub.
Come on, Otis.
You must be at the end of the hall.
That's a pretty bright observation. Seeing as how there's only one door and it's at the end of a hall.
Yeah, that's the steam room.
How do you know?
By this little window in the door.
What do you see?
Steam.
Then, by golly, it must be the steam room.
Hey, I can't see nothing.
Mr. Jones?
Hey, ain't that some guy lying over there on the bench?
Yeah, looks like it. Mr. Jones?
He don't answer.
No. Otis, look, I'm going over there. Keep the door open. I don't want anyone to lock me in this place.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Jones, Well, hey, Otis, it's just a bunch of towels rolled up to look like somebody.
Yeah? Hey!
Otis, what's the matter?
Diamond.
Yeah, where are you?
Right over here.
Well, what are you doing there? I told you to stay by the door and keep it open.
Well, I did stay by the door until I got pushed.
Pushed? Oh, no.
You know something?
What?
I think we're locked in.
Oh, shut up, Otis.
But I don't feel so good. What are we going to do?
Oh, why don't you be happy? It's the only chance you'll ever get to sweat off some of that blubber.
Yeah, you want I should look like one of them atrocity pictures?
Otis, you could lose 300 pounds and still weigh in with King Kong.
Yeah, there's no time to get nasty.
Well, relax. Read a magazine or something.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Read a magazine. Isn't that one right over there?
Yeah. Oh, for Pete's sake. How can I read this thing, Shamus? The pages is all stuck together.
You couldn't read the first line of an eye chart anyway. Just look at the pictures and shut up.
Okay. Hey!
What's the matter?
This magazine. Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's one of them movie magazines, Movie Stars Parade.
So what?
Well, get a load of these pictures. Ain't that you?
Let me see. Well, how about that? Some guy acting like Richard Diamond, private detective.
Well, it looks like you.
No, it's that Powell guy, that actor. Tear it up.
Oh, no, it's a good magazine.
Give me that.
Oh, hey, what'd you do that for?
If it hadn't been for that juvenile, I could have been in pictures myself. Now try kicking in that little window again.
It's no use. That glass must be bulletproof.
Oh, swell. First an icebox and now a steam bath. I'm going to start thinking I'm in California.
Well, don't just sit there sweating. Do something. My uniform's shrinking.
Well, maybe now it'll match your head. I just can't figure this. If someone wants to get rid of me, why did they do it the old-fashioned way?
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, how long do you think we've been in here?
I don't know. Hey, Diamond.
Yeah?
My socks just disappeared.
Well, go kick on the door again. It's your turn.
I don't think I can make it. We've been in here for days. Hey, look at your watch.
It's all steamed up. I can't tell.
You think there'll be anything left?
Just your shoes, Otis. It'll take a blast furnace to get rid of those. Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I thought I heard somebody outside.
Yeah? Hey, help! Help!
Shut up.
Hey,
what's going on in here? Who closed the bolt on the door?
We're saved?
Would you mind helping us out, old man? We seem to be a little limp.
Hey, where's Mr. Jones? Hey, what are you doing in here with your clothes on?
Trying to get him steam cleaned.
Oh, fresh air.
Oh, would you two guys mind telling me what this is all about?
Maybe you better tell us, Buster.
I don't know what you mean.
Who locked the door on us?
How do I know? I give a guy a rub. When I come back, I find the door bolted. Hey, where's Mr. Jones?
You sure he was in the steam room?
Sure. He comes in, says he wants a steam. You should show up. I should send you back. I told him I was going to give a rub to stay in long as he liked.
Did he ask you how long the rub would be?
Yeah. Matter of fact, he did. I said it'd be about half hour.
I don't get it. He wanted me in that steam room for just a half an hour. He wanted me in that icebox for about the same time. What's with this?
Diamond, look at this uniform.
Oh, I think it's lovely, Otis. You should always wear knickers.
Rick, this is stupid. Didn't the guy at the steam room tell you what this Jones guy looked like?
Well, from the description, could have been anyone. Look, I'm just as mixed up as you are.
Well, we'll keep after it. Just don't worry, that's all.
Hey, Diamond, Miss Asher just called and I told her what's been happening.
You mean you know?
No, but I told her anyway. She said you should come right over because she had dinner for you. She wanted to take care of you.
Isn't he lovely, Walt? Think what that head is going to look like in a bottle.
Oh.
Now you got him sore. It's going to be horrible around here.
Well, isn't it always? Now I'm going on over to Helen's. Keep after that Jones guy and let me know if you run across anything.
How are you, Mr. Klumpkin?
Lumpkin.
Okay, how are you?
Come in. Well, what happened at the steam bath?
Diamond and a friend boiled for a while.
You think it did the trick?
Look, when Pat,
Kosak.
Yeah, Kosak. Well, when I do anything, the results are guaranteed. I just tailed Diamond from the station. He went into his girlfriend's apartment across the way.
Oh, goody. Let's see what happens tonight. I'm staying home from work just to hear him not sing.
Yeah, about my $50.
Oh, look, he's never in that apartment more than 10 minutes before he starts singing. If he goes over 15, you get your 50. Come on.
What are we going to do?
Raise the window. I don't want to miss the lovely silence when he opens that big bazoo.
Okay, so I look funny.
I'm sorry, Rick, but you're
should see Otis.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should be. Don't know what I've been through.
Oh, yes, I do, and Mommy's going to make it better. Here's a nice drink.
I don't want a nice drink.
Oh, it's strong enough.
Well, put it in a dirty glass.
You just drink it.
Okay. Oh, wow, my throat.
You hear something?
No, why?
Nothing. Your throat's still pretty bad.
Don't know. Me, oh. Hey, it's pretty good.
That sounds great.
Oh, no!
Now, I heard something then.
Yeah, so did I. It's that grouch again.
Give it to him.
Oh, you bet. I feel mean. 101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun. Get a load of honey bun tonight. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie, only 60 inches high. Every inch is packed with dynamite. Her hair is blonde and curly. Her curls are hurly-burly. Her lips are pips. I call her hips twirly and whirly. She's my baby. I'm her pap. I'm her booby. She's my trap. I am caught and I don't want to run 'cause I'm having so much fun with honey bun. Hey, what's going on over there?
You're Posa.
Okay, but don't hit me again. You can keep the $50.
And he wouldn't sing again, huh? Said you fixed it. Well, I'll fix you.
No, not that. Put down that chair.
Go on, get out of here. That vulture's singing better than ever.
Okay, only don't hit me again.
Yes, Rick?
You know, that ice box and that steam bath were the best things in the world for my throat.
Yes. After you lost your voice this morning, I didn't think anything was going to help. But that ice box and that steam bath really did.
Diamond,
Oh, hello, Mr. Lumpkin.
did I hear you say you lost your voice this morning?
That's right, Mr. Lumpkin. Then didn't think I was going to get it back either.
Good night, Mr. Diamond.
You have just heard Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell. Helen was played by Virginia Gregg, Lieutenant Levinson by Ed Begley. Also in our cast were Wilms Herbert, Jack Crucian, and Stephen Dunn. Music was under the direction of Frank Worth. Richard Diamond is written and directed by Blake Edwards. Dick Powell soon will be seen in the screen version of the best-selling novel, Mrs. Mike. Now, this is Eddie King inviting you to be with us again at this same time next week, when we will again bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective. Saturday night brings some of the week's best radio entertainment when you tune for the stars on NBC. Stay tuned every Saturday for a great lineup of programs, including Hollywood Star Theater, Ralph Edwards' Truth or Consequences, Your Hit Parade, A Day in the Life of Dennis Day, The Judy Canova Show, and Grand Ole Opry. All the best on NBC.
Listen while the makers of Rexall drug products and 10,000 independent Rexall family druggists bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective. Good evening. This is Bill Foreman speaking to you for the 10,000 independent druggists who have made the word Rexall part of their own store names. They've done that because they recommend and sell the 2,000 or more drug products made by the Rexall Drug Company. This month, Rexall family druggists are introducing 10 great new products direct from the famous Rexall laboratories. One of them is Rexall Multivitamin Formula V10. Here's a really pleasant-tasting, really easy-to-take liquid that supplies twice the minimum daily requirement of vitamin B1, 5 times the requirement for iron, plus the minimum daily requirement of vitamins A, D, and B2, plus red crystalline vitamin B12. Rexall Formula V10 aids in the formation of hemoglobin, stimulates appetite, and is especially good for convalescents. Remember and ask for it by this name, Rexall Formula V10, at Rexall drugstores everywhere. Good health to all from Rexall. Now, your Rexall family druggist brings you a transcribed half hour with Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell.
Diamond Detective Agency, not a corpse in a carload.
Rick?
Hi, Helen.
Hi. What are you doing?
Oh, trying to think up a new ad for the phone book.
What's the matter with the old one?
Doesn't seem to be bringing in the business.
Oh.
And see what you think of this one. Diamond Detective Agency, we'll split any case you've got, bonded or dead on arrival.
Well, by all means, use it.
Like it?
No, but think of all the business you'll get from the psychiatric ward.
Oh, you're a living doll.
Will I see you tonight?
Mr. Diamond?
Helen, dear, I'll talk to you later. I think I've spotted a client.
Bye.
Bye. Well, come in, come in.
You're Mr. Diamond?
That's right.
My name is Quimby, sir.
How do you do, Mr. Quimby? Pull up a chair.
Thank you.
Something I can do for you?
Yes. You see, Mr. Diamond, I am the manager of the Far East Importing Company. And when I went down to the store this morning, our night watchman was missing.
So?
Also, about $50,000 in unset gems.
Why come to me instead of the police?
But those jewels were on consignment to the store. I was in hopes you could recover them before I had to make an accounting to the owner.
Who owned the gems?
Mr. Philip Lasdown. He's a very eccentric collector. He has many things on display in the store. He's a very good client.
Aren't you insured?
Naturally. But if Mr. Lasdown knew that a robbery had taken place, he'd never again do business with my establishment.
And you want me to recover the missing jewels?
If you can.
You think the night watchman is responsible for the theft?
Well, I don't know what else to think. The night watchman's name is Block. Arthur Block. He lives in an apartment on the east side. But I have already checked with his landlady, and he hasn't shown up.
How long have I got to recover the jewels, Mr. Quimby?
But I have no idea. It's impossible to tell when Mr. Lasdown will want an accounting.
Well, I charge you $100 a day in expenses.
Oh, yes. Well, $100 be enough for now.
Well, if you have nothing to do for the next few minutes, I'd be more than happy to grovel at your feet.
I beg your pardon?
Now, I want the night watchman's address, also the address of your shop. Then you go back to the shop and wait to hear from me. Quimby gave me what I wanted, then minced happily out of my office. I locked up, grabbed a cab for the east side of town, and 20 minutes later I was talking to the missing night watchman's landlady.
Sure, honey, Arthur Block lives here. You're the second one to come asking for him this morning. He killed somebody or something?
Is he in?
No, we ain't been in since yesterday evening before he left for work.
Can I take a look at his room?
Well, I don't know, Blue Eyes. It's against the rules.
Oh, my goodness, I dropped a $5 bill.
My goodness, so you did. Don't hurt your back bending over, honey. I'll get it. All right. Little rheumatism, but anything for a fin. Say, you got any more loose ones around? I'll show you every room in a joint.
Just the one where Block lives.
Right down here. You ain't no cop, honey. Shamus?
Yep.
Figured. Right in here. There you are, handsome.
Thank you, Mother.
Mother! When you're done, stop back at my room and have a beer.
I never touch anything stronger than opium.
Never anything stronger than opium. Mother!
The night watchman's room was a shabby affair, about 15 by 20, and I went over it inch by inch, cockroach by cockroach. Apparently, Block hadn't taken anything with him. The drawers of the broken-down dresser were filled with an assortment of socks and underwear. In the closet, I found the rest of his clothes and an old empty suitcase. Yes, if Arthur Block had skipped, he was figuring on buying a wardrobe someplace else. I left, keeping on my tiptoes as I passed the landlady's door. Then I headed for the address of Mr. Quimby's antique shop.
Hey, Mr. Diamond, Did you find out anything about the night watchman?
Well, his landlady's a lush and likes blue eyes.
Oh, my gracious.
What's the matter?
Mr. Lansdowne. Good afternoon, Mr. Lansdowne. I do hope you...
Enough of your vulgarism, sir. It's a perfectly wretched afternoon, as you very well know.
Yes, it is. Pardon me. Mr. Diamond, Mr. Lansdowne.
Philip J. Lansdowne. How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
Quimby, I've come from my Buddha.
You've come to your... Oh,
You've had it
no.
quite long enough. Where is it?
Mr. Lansdowne, I have someone who's interested
I've decided not to sell it. Now, come. Where is it?
It's over there, in the corner, Mr. Lansdowne.
In the corner.
Yes.
I see. It's not enough that I suffer the torment of lending my exquisite stature to a firm that employs a Philistine as manager. No. I'm now subjected to the ignominy of having it secreted in a corner behind a variety of bric-a-brac one would expect to find only in the men's lounge at Coney Island.
Mr. Lansdowne...
Maybe I told you that Buddha was to enjoy this room's most favorable location. You made a grave mistake, sir. A momentous mistake.
Please, Mr.
Enough, sir.
Lansdowne.
I'm repossessing my Buddha forthwith. For years, I forced myself to deal with you in a patient and forbearing manner. But never again. This is the crowning blow. Far be it for Philip Lansdowne to cast pearls before swine.
Oh, that man, Mr. Diamond. Oh, that terrifying man. I must have been born under an unlucky star.
Well, relax. Things could be worse. You've still got a little hair on your head.
Even that's getting thin.
So who wants fat hair? I left Quimby wringing the cold sweat out of his hands and took a cab over to the 5th Precinct Police Headquarters. When I walked in, the clock above Lieutenant Levinson's desk said 12 noon, and Lieutenant Levinson said...
Oh, no.
What's the matter, Fatty? I remind you of your lost youth?
No, lost cause.
Well, you might as well face it, Walter. You hate me because I have an athletic waistline.
Ha, ha, ha.
Eureka. At last, a 3-syllable word. I knew you could do it, Otis. I'm going to let you do me a favor.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I want you to check with the morgue and all hospitals and jails for an Arthur Block, lately employed as the night watchman of the Far East Importing Company.
Oh. Well, I'll check, but not because you told me to.
Then why?
Because I'm stupid. I guess I told him.
What's all this about, Rick?
That's a busy night watchman and $50,000 in jewels, Walt. But you can't stick your nose in it yet. Nobody's dead.
I've got a sergeant who could make a liar out of you.
What do you know about a guy named Philip J. Lansdowne?
Never heard of him.
Shove me that phone, will you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Forget it. Just leave a nickel.
Oh, he's a collector of rare art objects and nasty dispositions.
Want me to check on this Lansdowne for you?
Might be a good idea.
Okay.
Yes?
Quimby,
Oh, Mr. Diamond, I was hoping you'd call.
you and 10,000 foolish debutantes.
Mr. Lansdowne has had the Buddha removed, and he is sending his lawyer over in the morning for an accounting. Now, should I tell him about the jewels now or wait until morning?
Oh, wait, if you want this thing solved. What's Lansdowne's address?
Blue Heron Road at Long Island.
Thanks. I'm going out to see him. I'll check with you later.
A little patience, please. I do not read pick, look, see, quick, or popular mechanics. I refuse to endorse a petition, and as far as a free excursion to the Bahamas with all expenses paid, I couldn't be less interested. Now, if you'd be so kind as to remove your person from my property. I'm warning you, sir.
Look, Your Highness, remember me? I met you this afternoon at the Far East Importing Company.
I remember you. Good day. Young man, if you do not remove your foot from my door, I may resort to violence. You will kindly remove your foot?
By all means, as soon as you answer a few questions.
Who are you, sir? I mean, what's your occupation?
I am a private detective.
How earthy. Well, what do you want?
How many things do you have on consignment in the Far East Importing Company?
Oh, good grief. What kind of a question is that?
The first of several.
I have many things on consignment there.
Anything of extreme value?
What are you getting at?
Just curious.
Yes, disgustingly so. Of course, there are many things of extreme value. Approximately $50,000 in rare gems, a dozen priceless antiques. As a matter of fact, that Buddha which you saw this morning, my most priceless possession. Aside from being very old, the eyes are two perfect pigeon blood rubies. Now, is there anything else? I'm sure your foot must be going to sleep.
Did you ever know or meet a man named Arthur Block?
Never.
He was the night watchman at the shop.
The night watchman. So our conversation's at an end. I find your reference to my association with the night watchman the lowest form of discord. Now, good day.
Gesundheit to you.
Hey, bud.
Sorry, I do not read tick, click, quick, look, spook.
Hey, who's taking the census? Just want to know if a party named Larsdown lives here.
You could hardly call him a party. More like a friendly street fight.
Look, friend, I got to pick up some luggage. Does Larsdown live here?
Yeah, with a bosom Buddha. Lansdowne's the one with the toupee.
Mr. Diamond, I was just closing up shop. Have you found out anything?
Well, not much. Tell me something, Quimby. Where do you keep those jewels?
Why, in the safe?
Did the night watchman have the combination?
Yes, in case of fire. There are also some perishables in with the gems.
Did he know much about the rest of the merchandise in the store?
Yes, of course. He had a list and made inventory every night.
Did he know Lansdowne's Buddha had ruby eyes?
But I don't know. Well, how'd you find out?
Lansdowne told me. If the night watchman knew about those rubies, I wonder why he didn't pry them out and take them along.
I never thought of that.
Have you touched that safe?
Yes, when I opened it and discovered the loss.
Well, don't do it again. It may have some of the night watchman's fingerprints on it somewhere. Tell me, did you know Lansdowne was planning on leaving town?
Leaving town? No, I didn't.
Well, I'm not sure that he is, but I've got a hunch. Are you going home after you lock up?
Yes.
Well, give me your phone number. I'm going down to the precinct and may want to reach you later.
Well, hello, Blue Eyes. You still looking for Block?
That's right. Has he shown up?
No. Hey, honey, you just skipped off without saying goodbye. Had a beer all open for you.
Oh, I bet you were so unhappy you poured it down the drain.
You sure are the one.
I sure am. Look, sweetheart, if Block shows up, call me at the 5th Precinct Police Station. Name's Diamond.
Sure, handsome. Oh, you fracture me.
Well, it's an idea.
I couldn't find nothing on that missing night watchman, Shamus.
Well, thanks anyway, Otis. In appreciation, I may send you a large can of Red Heart, liver flavor.
Oh, go chase your tail around the block.
Otis.
Yeah, and I got plenty more things to say.
Funny thing?
Funny as your face. I'm tired of you making fun of me. I ain't no dog.
You had in trouble with Otis again?
Oh, I don't think it's anything serious. But I would suggest a rabies shot.
Well, here's something that might interest you. Philip J. Lansdowne booked passage on the Star of the Orient, sailing for the Far East tonight at 11 o'clock.
Famous beauty expert Ann Delafield says that women are tired of endless jars and bottles that cost so much time and money. She says that more than one cream is just nonsense.
But can just one cream do everything for your skin?
It certainly can. That is, if it's Ann Delafield's all-purpose deep cream. Here's a cleansing cream, face cream, night cream, eye and throat cream. All creams in one. A special blend of all the fine, rich, natural oils so necessary and good for care of your skin.
Sounds wonderful. Does Ann Delafield have makeup, too?
Yes, indeed. She's designed a whole new, no-nonsense cosmetic line just for you modern women. There are vitamins for true beauty from within. Fine powder with built-in foundation. Everything you need for looking your loveliest.
All this must be pretty expensive.
But you're wrong. You'll find that the Ann Delafield Cosmetics give you most for your cosmetic dollar and save you so much time as well. So look for them today at Rexall drugstores everywhere. And now back to tonight's adventure with Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell.
Well, Walt's enlightening bit of information certainly seemed important. So I sat down to try and figure out exactly what I had to date. My client, Quimby, had come into my office and hired me to locate a missing night watchman named Arthur Block because $50,000 in gems had been pilfered from Quimby's shop. The gems belonged to a particularly disgusting character named Philip J. Lansdowne. The missing night watchman, Block, was still missing. And by the looks of his room, he'd skipped without taking anything with him. And by the look of his landlady, I couldn't blame him. Well, I tied it all together, and the conclusion was amazingly simple. I had exactly nothing.
Yeah, I got something hot, Lieutenant. 211 on River Street. I fished a guy out of the bay at the end of Pier 16. I identified as one Arthur Block.
Hey.
That's your missing night watchman, isn't it?
That's his name.
They bring the body in?
Yeah, it's down the morgue now.
Get Quimby down there for identification. Here's his phone number.
Does Block have any family or anything?
I don't know, but you might check with his landlady. She can get you an identification, too.
Otis, get this Quimby and the landlady. Take him down to the morgue. We're going up to see Verdier in ballistics.
Right.
Here's the slug, Lieutenant.
Huh? Almost like a ball.
This is really most amazing. That slug was fired from a weapon made in 1831 by Samuel Colt. He patented it in Europe in 1835 and in the U.S. in 1836.
What did the gun look like?
Well, it was the forerunner of the Colt 44. A single barrel with a revolving breech carried 5 slugs. During the Fieschi Revolution in France in 1834, Fieschi had a rifle made like it. Tried to assassinate Louis Philippe.
Lieutenant.
Well, what is it, you mallet head?
Call just came over the hot shot. That guy, Philip Lasdown, said someone had busted into his house and tried to rob him. He said he chased the guy off, but he was screaming for protection.
Come on, Walt. I think we better go over there. Well, things were beginning to shape up. Walt and I piled in the squad car and headed for Long Island, the house of Philip J. Lasdown. When we got there, Lasdown was hopping around like a kangaroo with a hot foot.
Fine state of affairs. It's getting so a man isn't even safe in his own home. What's the city coming to? A police force is obviously second only to the Boy Scouts.
Now, calm down, Mr.
Calm down,
Lasdown.
my good fellow. I have no intention of calming down. How would you enjoy walking into your own living room and there, slinking around in the dark, a pathological fiend intent on robbing you of your most priceless possession?
What was he after?
My Buddha. The object of your particularly uncouth interrogation of this afternoon, Mr. Diamond. By the way, where were you 40 minutes ago?
Oh, relax. Did you get a look at this guy?
The lights were out.
Well, did he take you, Buddha?
He most certainly did not. But had I not walked in at the precise moment, he would probably be carrying it piggyback through the middle of Times Square. And your observing police force would undoubtedly stop traffic for him.
That's the Buddha right over there, Walt.
Keep your hands off it.
Now, look, Lassie, you called the police. The police are here, so relax before someone puts their foot in that big mouth.
Well, really?
Yeah, really. You're getting ready to leave town, aren't you?
I don't see that that's any concern of yours, Lieutenant.
Well, Buster, in case you don't know it, you're the #1 suspect in a killing.
I beg your pardon?
Do you own any antique guns?
Guns? Sir, I do not collect weapons of any sort. I demand to know what you mean when you say I am suspected of a killing.
The night watchman at Quimby's antique shop was shot to death and dumped in the river.
The night watchman again. I told Mrs. Diamond once that my association with the night watchman was as ridiculous as General MacArthur sending Stalin a charm bracelet.
Nothing's been touched on the Buddha?
Nothing. As soon as the thief knew the value of the ruby eyes.
Has there been any publicity about the Buddha?
Some.
Walt, come here.
Excuse us a second, Mr. Lasdown?
You couldn't make it a year, could you?
Charming fellow.
Yeah. Look, Walt, in some way the night watchman, the missing gems, Lasdown, and his Buddha are all mixed up together.
Okay, so what? We haven't even got the murder weapon.
Well, if the night watchman did swipe the jewels out of the safe, then someone probably killed him for them.
Yeah, that figures.
If he was planning on stealing them, wouldn't he be all ready to skip town?
Sure.
Well, he hadn't packed a thing. His apartment hadn't been touched.
Well, that's not much.
Okay. If someone wanted to get that Buddha, why not break in the store?
Because it's easier to break into a house out on Long Island.
The Buddha was just moved this afternoon. Who knew Lasdown took it?
Yeah.
And if the potential thief is mixed up with the original jewel theft, why didn't he grab the rubies in the store?
I never thought of that.
No. I think he wanted that Buddha for something else. Oh, Lasdown.
What do you want?
Is there anything else about that Buddha besides the eyes?
I told you once it's a very rare piece.
Aside from that. Did anyone hide something in it?
Hide something? Why, yes, of course. It's hollow. The whole back swings open. Wealthy families used to place their valuable possessions inside the Buddha for protection.
Show us.
Certainly. There you are. You see, the space inside is quite... Good grief.
Don't touch it.
Isn't that a gun?
Certainly is, and there may be fingerprints on it.
Well, I assure that does not belong to me.
Do you know anything about a gun like this?
Well, only that it's apparently very old. An antique.
8 to 5, that's the one that killed the night watchman. Give me a handkerchief.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you'll have to postpone your trip, Mr. Lasdown.
I've already purchased my ticket.
Have you any idea why the night watchman was killed last night?
Not whatsoever.
All of those uncut gems you had consigned to Quimby were stolen.
What?
That's right.
Well, why was I notified?
Because Mr. Quimby thought I could recover them before you found out.
That Shylock, that deceitful little pipsqueak. After all the business I've given him.
Come on, Walt.
I shall personally take extreme delight in exposing him as a discredit to his profession.
Come on. You won't leave town, will you, Lassie, old boy?
You have my word, sir. At least not until I'm dealt with that traitor personally.
But he's a suspect. We can't leave him. Rick! Rick!
With Walt protesting all the way, we climbed in the squad car and pulled it down the street to wait. In about 2 minutes flat, Lasdown came streaming out of the house, piled into his own car, and took off for the city with us right behind. A half an hour later, we watched him go into a building on the east side, and we followed. The mailbox gave us Quimby's apartment, and by the time we reached the floor, we could hear Lasdown raising his blood pressure up past the boiling point.
How dare you! How dare you!
Please, Mr. Lasdown.
After all these years, Quimby, this is
He's
unforgivable.
really going at it.
Mr. Lasdown, you couldn't blame me.
I couldn't do anything else but blame you, Quimby. There's no excuse.
Please, the neighbors.
I'm sure your neighbors will only be the first to hear of this atrocity.
When they find the night watchman...
They have found it.
You have?
Floating in that filthy river out there. And who put that gun in my Buddha?
You found it?
False one. You knew it was there.
That doesn't...
No,
Wait.
I don't know anything about it.
Liar! Why did you think I found it? The police discovered it.
The police?
Yes. They believe it's the same gun that killed... Quimby, you didn't.
What's going on?
I don't know. We'd better get in it.
Quimby, no.
We'd sure better.
No, don't shoot!
Stop it, Quimby! You all right, Rick?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You imagine such effrontery? That assassin's apprentice was going to shoot me.
Here's his gun, Walt.
Looks like I got him in the leg.
I can't believe it. I, Philip J. Lasdown, being subjected to such distasteful melodrama.
I'll call an ambulance.
I haven't viewed such a spectacle since I was 8 and a half. Sitting in the balcony of the Savannah Opera House, watching a third-class road company chase Little Eva across the ice.
I can imagine, Lassie. Now, let's have a look at Quimby. Come on, Quimby. Better tell me about it. You killed the night watchman with that antique gun.
Yes, I kept the gun in my desk at the office. I was taking the jewels from the safe to make it look like robbery when Block came on duty. He was early, and he surprised me. Shot him and hid the gun in the Buddha.
That's why you were so shocked when Lasdown came and got it today.
Yes, when you told me he was leaving town, I feared he would take the Buddha with him and discover the gun inside.
It was you who broke into my house this evening.
Yes, Mr. Lasdown.
Wagon's on the way.
Well, Mr. Lasdown, you were pretty lucky.
What a revolting display of uncontrolled emotion.
Lasdown!
Oh, my goodness. Mr. Lasdown's fainted.
Why were you so late, Rick?
Oh, I got mixed up with a screwy one. I was going to leave the station earlier, but Otis got to discussing Freud with a very learned gentleman named Lasdown.
Otis was discussing Freud.
It's true. Couldn't tear myself away. Seems, according to Otis, that this year Freud plays second base for Brooklyn. Then we got around to Kenzie and discovered he was batting 200.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Neither did I, but Otis explained he'd been in a slump all season.
You and your friends.
I hate to mention it, but you qualify in that league.
Oh, but you love me.
I do not. I just breathe hard from an irritated sinus condition.
Well, use the condition and sing me a song.
Okay.
What are you going to sing?
I don't think it's any of your business.
Oh, that's a nice song. How does it go?
Well, you pick one.
All right. Let's see. No. I like...
New York in June. How about you?
That's cute.
I like a Gershwin tune.
I like it.
You like me?
Well,
Come here. Oh, well.
do you?
I don't think it's any of your business.
If your summer fun is being spoiled by the misery of athlete's foot, your Rexall family druggist has a great new product for you. It's Aerosol Fungi Rex, a greaseless, stainless spray-on relief that's easy, quick, and clean. Fingertip-controlled spray eliminates messy application, gives positive coverage to the entire infected area, and all the burning, itching, and discomfort of athlete's foot are quickly relieved. Ask for Aerosol Fungi Rex. That's Fungi-Rex. Aerosol Fungi Rex at Rexall drugstores everywhere. Good health to all from Rexall. Richard Diamond, Private Detective, stars Dick Powell in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards, with music composed and conducted by Frank Worth. Dick Powell directed the RKO production Split Second, which is now in release, and his latest film appearance was in the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer award-winning The Bad and the Beautiful. Heard in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, Howard McNear, Jeanette Nolan, John McIntyre, Arthur Q. Bryan, Wilms Herbert, and Harold Dianfort. Richard Diamond, Private Detective is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is Bill Foreman inviting you to be with us next Sunday at this time when Rexall Drug Products again bring you Dick Powell as Richard Diamond, Private Detective. Now get new and better relief from acid upset stomach. Try Bismarex Gel, the new liquid antacid that gives four-way relief. Bismarex Gel contains aluminum hydroxide for the plus benefits of absorbing and neutralizing excess stomach acid and leaving a protective covering. Ask for Bismarex Gel, Bisma-Rexgel, Bismarex Gel at Rexall drugstores everywhere.
This is the CBS Radio Network.